Well, this is incredibly poorly done, but we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Alright, we can continue this. That wasn't very good. Me speaking either. It was late and it was dull. I'm kind of monotoned. It wasn't very good. I didn't like it. My accent was off. You couldn't really hear it.
Because it's not me.
It sounded like I was trying to be elegant when I wasn't. You know what I mean?
I promise you, when it took over, it was like
Act 3.
like a
Off the
ghost.
window over here. I guess they haven't figured it out yet.
My dude.
Act 3,
Stop
Scene 1, a
using the
wood,
fucking
Titania
tail.
lying asleep, enter Quint snug, bottom
He keeps
flute
zooming
snapped,
by
and
the window,
startling.
back and forth, zooming by
Are we
the
all
fucking
met?
window.
Pat pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn break our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we do it before the Duke. Peter Quince, what sayest thou, Bully Button? There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe
It's
that
not
will
funny.
never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that? A beer larkin, a perilous fear. I believe we must leave the filling out when it all is done. Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords,
Shaders.
and that
Shaders.
Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear. Well, we have such a
I heard it
prologue, and
pop.
it shall be written in 8 and 6.
He ran.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8. Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion? I fear it, I promise you. Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look into it. Therefore another prologue must tell he is not a lion. Now you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, Clayton, and he himself must be sneak through saying thus, or to same defect, ladies or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are, and here indeed let him name his name, and tell him plainly he is Snug the joiner. Well, it shall be so, but there is 2 hard things that is to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight. Doth the moon shine? That night we play a calendar, look in the almanac, find that moonshine, yes, it doth shine at night. Why, then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window, where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement. Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and say he comes to disfigure, or to present to the person a moonshine. Then there is another thing, we must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story to talk through the chink of a wall. You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
A good battle.
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper. If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue. Enter Puck behind. I'm not involved. What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the crater of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause. Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth. Thisbe, the flowers have odious savours sweet. Queen, odorous, odorous. Odor, savour sweet? So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear, but hark a voice. I say thou but hear a while, and by I will to thee appear. A stranger, Pyramus, that e'er played here. Must I speak now? Aye, marry must you, for you must understand. He go but to see a noise that he heard as to come again. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like the red rose and triumphant briar, most briskly juvenile, and else most lovely Jew. As truest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, in Ninny's tomb. Ninny's tomb, man? Why, you must not speak that yet, that you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past, it is never tired. Oi, as truest horse that yet would never tire. Puck and bottom with an ass's head. If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine. Oh, mistress, oi strange, we are haunted. Pray, masters, fly, masters, help. I'll follow you, I'll lead you about the round. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a bound. A hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar a burn. Like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn. Why do they run away? This is the knavery of them to make me feared. Re-enter Snout. Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee? What do you see? You see an ass head on your own, do you? Re-enter Quince. Bless thee, bottom, bless thee, thou art translated.
You are.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, I will sing. They will shall hear I am not afraid. The ousel cox will blame a few, with orange tawny bill. The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill. What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry cuckoo, never so? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled by thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force, perforce doth move me, on the first view, to say, to swear I love thee. Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, and yet to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbours will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion. Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful. Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of the wood, I have enough to serve mine own term. Man, if you're so smart. After this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, where thou wilt or no. John, you are pardoned, so let's move forward with this. I'm a spirit of no common rate. The summer doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairs to attend on thee. And they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, John Jay. The seeing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep, and I will purge my mortal grossness. So that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth and mustard seed. Enter four fairies. Ready? And I, and I, and I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous of this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him curtsies. Hail, mortal, hail, hail, hail! How now? I cry your worship's mercy, heartily I beseech your worship's name. Cobweb, I shall desire you a more acquaintance, good master Cobweb, Joshua. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you your name, honest gentleman. Please, bosom, I have a confession. I pray you, commend me to mistress, squash your mother into master. Peace God, if you're so fart, your father. Good master, peace bosom, I shall desire you a more your acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, Sir John. Mustard seed, anon. Good master Mustard seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you your kindred hath made my eyes watery now. I desire you a more acquaintance, good master Mustard seed. I have a confession, sir. If you're so smart and you have it all figured out, who is the leader of Anon? It would be your Supreme Court. I have a confession, sir. Thank you very much. Come wait upon him, lead to my bower. Ooh, I have the power to pardon. Oh my gosh, John, Supreme Court, what shall I do here? If you're so smart, Christopher Wright, what will you do? The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye. Seen to another part of the wood. Oh, what will you do, Chris? Enter Puck. Oh, he didn't like that at all, with the gray hair and the black. How's Chicago treating you? Is it pretty good, Brock? Oh, if you're so smart. On a confession, on camera, let's go back to it. I'm sure it pulls it right up. Thank you. You were reported.
That you
Shall I
were.
refer to George? Oh, yes, I should. Oh, okay, thank you. I have that on recording. How now, mad spirit? What night's rule now about this haunted grove? My mistress with the monsters in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. Thou shallest thick skin of that barren sort, who, Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at this advantage take, and asked now, I fixed on his head, anon his thisbe must be answered. What will you do? And forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, or a russet patched cloth, many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report. Sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at your stamp here o'er, and o'er one falls, he murder cries, and help from within calls, nay, their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things again do them wrong, for briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass. This falls out better than I could devise, but hast thou yet latched the Athenian eye with the love juice as I did bid thee do? I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed. Enter Demetrius and Hermia. Stand close, this is the same Athenian. This is the woman, but not this the man. Oi, I rebuke your him that loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe. Now I but chide, but I use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse the duress, if thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep. Being o'ershoes in blood, plunge in thee deep, and I kill me too. The sun was not so true unto this day, as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I believe as soon this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the centres creep, and so displease her brothers noontide with the antipodes. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murdered look so dead, so grim. So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, looketh bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere. Where is this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me? I had rather give his carcass to my hounds. Out, dog, out, cur, thou drivest me past the bounds. Of maiden's patience hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be ever numbered among men. Oi, once tell true, e'en for my sake, durst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping, O brave touch? Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it for the with doubler tongue. Thine, then, thou serpent, never adder stung. You spend your passion on a miserable mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell. I pray thee tell me, what that he is well, and if I could, what I get therefore. Shoo! A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, where'er be dead or no. You're not hated, get out, shoo! There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here wherefore for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debts that banker sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay. It is for his render, here I make some stay. What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true. Then fate o'er rules, that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love and coughs of fresh blood. By some illusion see thou bring her here. That's not what I'm thinking of. I'll charm his eyes against she do. I'm drunk. She do appear. I go, look now I go. Swifter as an arrow from the Tartar's bow. Flower of this purple dye. With the Cupid's archery.
It's not one shot, one kill.
I'm drunk. Sink an apple of his eye. It's uncontrollable. When his love he does display. Let her shine as glorious as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for her remedy. Shoo! Bro, I'm going down. Oh, shit. No, Chris, and I can see you. You're not shaking any kind of head through my eyeball.
No, you're not.
Oh, if you're so smart, figure it out. Oh, he has figured it out. He's trying to get out. He's trying to beat his way out right now. Re-enter Puck. Captain of the fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be. Stand aside. The noise that make will cause Demetrius to awake. Then will two at once woo one, that must needs to sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously. Enter Lysander and Helena. Why should you think that I would woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look what I vow, I weep in vows so born. In their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you? Bearing the badge of faith to prove them true. Very well. You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's, will you give her error? Weigh oath with oath, and you a nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put into scales. How now? We'll even weigh in both as light as tails. I had no judgment when to her I swore. Her none in my mind, now you give her o'er. Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you. O Helen, goddess nymph, perfect divine, how does that work? To what, my love, shall I compare thee eyne? Crystal is muddy, oi, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow, this pure as congealed white, high Taurus snow, fanned with eastern wind, turns to a crow, when thou holdest up thy hand, oi, let me kiss, that princess of pure white, this seal is bliss. Okay, my name is on the ground for a reason. Dude, Adobe, you need to figure out, the officers need to figure out Adobe. You need to figure that out. Bro, I'm drunk right now, bro. You need to figure out Adobe right now, bro. In all seriousness, I'm arrested right now. Figure out Adobe. My name is on the ground for a reason. I'm not kidding.
Yes.
Adobe, you are the devil. I will stop you. I've seen you on Mercury. I will stop you this time, motherfucker. You ain't stealing it this time, bitch. It's really awkward when we have this group of people talking to me through the camera and the red light, and they're reworking my eyeball with the black stealth bomber that's reworking the shade of black and the swine. You're in trouble, boys. I promise you, and you're not going to beat your way out of this.
Data warning, bro.
It's starting
What's up with
the tip of the stealth bomber.
I
there.
appreciate the data warning over here, jackass.
No, I'm not interested
What you're
in
not
that.
gonna
Thank
do.
you, though.
What you're not gonna do. I appreciate you.
I don't even know. What the fuck did I just say?
Man, that was just perfect timing.
I am drunk right now. I'm going down, bro. Bros.
Unlimited?
True story. Kirsten, I'm drunk.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
You have no idea what's going on. I feel like floating.
Playtime's over.
Not even a joke.
Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Get off me, bro. On the blades. I tell no lies. That's the thing. That's the problem they're having. I tell no lies. It's my game, bro. You can't defeat it. You see the problem I'm having here? Black ball over here.
Battle Royale.
Lottery winner.
Look at this. Clear as day.
You see the problem I'm having here, lottery winner? Excuse me.
Approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
No, no.
That might be it. It's pretty funny though. No, that's really what you're doing.
Enter Hermia.
Oh,
her dark
yeah,
night,
bro,
that from
yeah.
her. The eye his function takes, the
Yeah,
ear more quick
bro,
of
you got
apprehension
it.
makes, wherein it doth repair the sea and sin.
Nah.
It pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by my eye, Lysander found. My ear, I think it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so? Why should he stay, whom doth love press to go? What love could press Lysander from my side? Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who were more ingilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so? You speak not as you think. It cannot be. Lo, she is one of the confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsels we two have shared, the sister vows, the hours that we have spent? When we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oi, is it all forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood, innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods. I didn't know you were there, and no, it was not fun. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needs created both one flower. Both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion. No, I was not. Both warbling of one song, both in one key. As if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet in a union and partition. You were confused, two lovely berries molded on one stem. So with two seeming bodies, but one heart, two of the first, like coats in heraldry, dewed but to one, and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder, to join with men in scorning your poor friend? These guys, it is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
Soldier, stand by.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me. Have you not set Lysander as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even by now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? The rings, wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me for such affection? He's talking about the rings on the light, as you guide the path there throughout their timeline.
Dude, that dude looks
But
so
by your
creepy.
setting on, by your consent, what though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon thy love, so fortunate, it's like Dante's Inferno. But miserable most do love unloved. This you should pity rather than disbelieve. I understand not what you mean by this. Oh, the rings? So the way the rings are shaped, it's a funnel. So through the timeline, each line would be like a year. So they basically add memories onto each line, the ring on the light fixture. And so then it resonates. And then from there they can unravel it, the memories,
Closing in.
with the ring. The black ring. The bottleneck though, that's why. It goes in, you know, like an eyeball. The celestial, that's what you were talking about there. That's what was my thought process. I picked up on the inferno there. Because I can feel the weight and the gravity because I'm above you. You know what I mean? All lines would be like polar. In a way. And because Einstein is watching me in my room, and I am literally, the nuclear bomb was not a nuclear bomb. It was literally me.
Oh, I like how he gets mad about it. Shut up, dude.
So you're in trouble, and I would act like it. See, the sound, the hissing sound is a burning sound. When it sizzles. And when you, in a dog whistle, when you repeatedly do that over and over again. But then they've taken it to the next step, and they've put the sound into an actual pattern. Like an algorithm, but in like a diamond pattern. And so then it burns you because it's that sound. You are in deep shit. On the stealth bomber, yes you are. It keeps wanting to go that way. And it's an arrow is what it is, and we're not interested. And I would assume you have one with a Rubik's Cube and other shapes. Pyramids. So let's be clear here.
Mindset.
The Titans on Godzilla. It's unfortunate. Aye. Do preserver, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink each at other. Hold the sweet jest up, this sport well carried, well be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, and manners, the Olympics, you would not make me such an argument, but fare ye well. 'Tis partly mine own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy. Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena. Madame. Oh, excellent. Sweet, do not scorn her so. If she cannot entreat, I can compel. Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not. I say I love thee more than he can do. If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too. I'm trying to fall out of love right now. Quick, come. I'm trying to find a reason to hate you. License to wear 2 tins all this. Away, you Ethiop. No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet you come. Not? You are a tame man, go. Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing let loose. Or I will shake thee from me like a serpent. Why are you grown to rude? What changes this, sweet love? Thy love, out tawny tartar out. Out loathed medicine, hated poison hence. Do you not jest? Yes, soothe, and so do you. Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee. One of them rings. I would hide your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word. What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? What will you have of me? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so. What, can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me, wherefore oi me? What news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Amanda? Are not you Lysander? I am so fair now, as I were erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Kitty cat. Kitty cat.
Gas is in.
I am as fair now as I were erewhile, since night you loved me, yet since night you left me.
I have to work on that on my own. That's too much.
Why then you left me? Oi, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say. I by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope of question, doubt, be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena. Oi me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love, what, have you come by night, and stolen my love heart from him? Fine, I faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What will your terror impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you. Puppet, why so? Aye, what way goes the game? Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage. Her height forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thy eyes.
Stop doing that. Like, what the fuck is that?
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in truthness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her. Lower? Hark again. Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius. I told him of yourself unto his wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. but he hath chid me hence, and threatened me, and striking me spurned me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quite go. To Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and fond I am. Why get you gone? Who's that hinders you? A foolish heart that I leave here behind? What, with Lysander? With Demetrius? Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena. No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part. Oi, when she's angry she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she but little, she is fierce. Little again, nothing but low. I am drunk. And little. Why will you suffer her to flatter me thus? Let me come to her. Get you gone, you dwarf. You minimus of Henry, not grass maid. You beard, you acorn. You are too officious. In her behalf that scorned your services, let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part, nor, if thou dost intend, never so little show of love to her. Thou shalt abide it. Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest to try whose right, or thine or mine, is most in Helena. Follow, nay, I'll go with thee, cheek my Joel. No. No, I won't. At all. Again. Here's where you're at with me. I'm drunk, but don't mistake me. As you grab on my ball there, my left side. Nah. My foot. Definitely doing it through the ground. Don't mistake me here. Almost on command, I'm laying you to waste. Don't mistake me. You know. There's a gun pointed at the sun. Obviously, I'm going to do what it says. You know what I mean? Real. It is real. I promise you this comes first.
Disbelieve? DB.
Follow, nay, I will go with thee, cheek my Joel. How now, you mistress? All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back. I'm drunk in all sense. They keep trying to like stab me, and it's like, okay, I need you to understand me on this. This is real, and I don't know how to break it to you, and this is not like prophecy. Okay? I do not physically have it in my hand for you, as far as this arc is concerned. I don't know how to break it to you. It's heartbreaking for you. It is heartbreaking. Pac-Man. And then you twist it. And then you twist it. Army, I'm not arguing. You're threatening the entire world right now. It's me. And then you twist it with the arrow. Elder, you're at the end of your old age, about to die, and I am God, and I know it. Oh. A physical force here. Oh, the heart and the eye and the... is it nip-tuck over here on the eyeball? Are we nip-tucking? I cannot stress to you enough. Heed my warning to you. I will kill you. This comes first. This comes first. I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. You are threatening the entire world right now with this device you have on this TV. I will raid every goddamn base in this country until I drag you at that fucking home. I promise you. You are not above anybody. I'm amazed, and know not what to say. This is my negligence, still thou mistakest. Oh, yes, it is. Or else committest thy knaveries willfully, and believe me, king of shadows, I mistook. Do not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed in Athenian eyes, and so far am I glad it so did sort. As this their jangling I esteem a sport. Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight, high therefore Robin overcasts the night. The starry welkin cover the anon, with drooping fog as black as Acheron. and lead these testy rivals so astray as one cannot come, not within another's way, like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up the bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till their bros death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into a Lysander eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from hence all error with his might, and make his eyeball roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair I do thee employ, I will to my queen and beg for Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monster view, and all the things shall be peace. That's the thing I'm talking about, Adobe. I cannot stress this enough. I will kill you. No, your head's not going to explode. My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. No. For night swift dragons cut the stab wound.
Tickle me Elmo.
I'll stop. Somebody else is stopping. The stab wound. My love, you are threatening the entire fucking world right now.
Hold on, let me prove it to you. Hold on.
It's sad that I have to deal with you. They keep trying to stress it, and I'm stressing to you. I have things that are going on that I cannot physically show you in my hand, and I promise you I will kill you. My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. For night's swift dragons cut the clouds full haste, and yet yonder shines Aurora's harbinger. At whose approach ghosts wandering here and there, troop come at churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods of burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest they should look their shames upon, their wilfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black borrowed night. But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, ah, fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold to soft green streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day. Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one. Re-enter Lysander. Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now. Here, villain, drawny and ready. Where art thou? I will be thee with starlight. Follow me then to plain around. Re-enter Demetrius. Lysander! Speak again. Sewer. Thou run away, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak, in some bush, where dost thou hide thy head? Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod, he is defiled, that draws the sword on thee. Yeah, art thou there? Follow my voice, we'll try no matter. He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here would arrest me. Come thou gentle day. For if but once thou show me thy great light, I found Demetrius from revenge despite. Re-enter Punk and Demetrius. Ho ho ho! Coward, why comest thou not? Abide me if thou darest, for I will not. Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now? Come hither, I am here. Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this fear. If ever I thy face be delight see, now go thy way, faintest, constraineth me to measure out my length on a cold bed. My day's approach looks to be visited. Re-enter. Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these my poor company to death. And sleep that sometimes shut up sorrow's eyes. Steal me a while from my own company. Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she knives, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad. Re-enter Hermia. Never so weary, never so weary. Bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. My ball on my calf there. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven's shield Lysander, if they mean a fray. On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover remedy. It's a bubble. I can feel it in my ear too. It's like a hammer, like a bat. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of the former lady's Eve. And the country proverb know that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, not shall go Jill. Not shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
What a pro move, dude. I never saw it coming.
Act 4, Midsummer-Nights Dream. Scene 1, a wood. Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia lie in sleep. Enter Titanian bottom. Fairies attending, Auburn behind unseen. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amial cheeks do coy, and thick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy. Wear peace bosom. Ready? Scratch my head, peace blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb? Ready? Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get your weapons in your hand and kill me. A red-hipped humble bee on the top of a thistle, and good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur, and good Monsieur, have care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag, Signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Ready? Give me your neef, Monsieur Mustard Seed, pray you. Leave your courtesy, good morning. Good Monsieur, what you will. Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help cavalry cobwood to scratch. I must to the barber's, Monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass as my hair do but trickle me. I must scratch. What wilt thou hear? Some music, my sweet love? I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let us have the tongs and the bones. Or say, sweet love, that thou desirest thee. So the problem they're having right now is they made the wrong choice. That's where they're at. That's why I have to deal with them. They made a choice, and they don't want to admit they're wrong. Truly a peck of provender. I can munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have great desire to a pot of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow. I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the quarrel's hoard, and fetch thee hence new nuts. I had rather a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me. Sleep thou, and I will wind thee my arms. Fairies be gone, and be all ways away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwists the female ivy so, and rings the barky fingers of the elm. Boy, how I love thee, how I dote on thee. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for an hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fought out with her. For she is hairy, dimples, then had rounded, with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me and her fairy sent, to bear him to my bower to fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again and repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now my Titania wake you, my sweet queen. My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass. There lies your love. How came these things to pass? Oi, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now. Silence a while, Robin, take off his head. Titanium music hall, and strike more dead than common sheep of all these 5 descents.
Bomb taken.
Music ho, music, such as charmeth sleep. When you wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep. Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus all in jollity. Fair king and tendon mark, I do hear the morning lark. Then my queen in silent sad trip we after the night shade, we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon. Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground. Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegis, and train. Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed, and since we have the wavered of the day, my love shall hear the music of my bounds. Uncouple it in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will fair queen up to the mountaintop, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction. It was the Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete, that bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mural cry. I'd never heard so musical discord, such sweet thunder. My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears and sweep away with the morning dew. No, crooked knee and dew lapped like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but gnashed his mouth like bells. Each under each a cry more tunable was never hollowed, to nor cheered with horn, in Crete and Sparta nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear, but soft I was nymphs are these. My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is. This Helena, and older Nadar Selena. I wonder of their being here together. No doubt they rose up early so to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegis, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice? It is, my lord. Go bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns.
Your team scored.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now? Pardon, my lord.
Incoming.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep my hate, and fear no enmity? My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here, but as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia thither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law. Enough, enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would Demetrius. Thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she would be of your wife. My lord, fair Helen, told me of their stealth. Get this shit out of here. Of this their purpose hither to this wood. And I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy follow me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia, melted as doth the snowy seems to me now. As a remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all in the faith of virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of my eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness I loathe this flood. But as the health come to my natural taste, now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will for evermore be true to it. Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, hold on, with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta. These things seem small. No, bro. These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds. I want to know how this works. Bubble. I'm drunk.
Right there, bro.
No! Methinks I see these things with parted eye, with everything seems double. No, I don't. So methinks and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine. It's like a weight. Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him? Yeah, and my father. And Hippolyta? And he did bid us follow to the temple. Why, then, we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams. When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is, most fair Pyramus, hi-ho, Peter Quince, flute, the bellows mender, snouts the tinker starveling, guides my life, stolen hints, and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is but a patched fool. If he will offer to say what methought I had, the eye of man hath not heard. The ear hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report, what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of a play. Before the Duke peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death. So it's like it's really hard. They're really like trying to push like togetherness and like the master and the Padawan, and I'm really like, you really need to hear me on this, ladies. I'm set aside from every other man on this earth, and I promise you, it is not sitting well with me. And I promise you, you're not gonna like what happens. I'm separate. Okay, Adam and Eve, I would be before Adam. He keeps doing this shit. Stealth bomber, I would be before Adam. Yes, I would. You see? Can you see it? It's a stealth bomber. Little bitch. You just got caught. I just caught you as on camera, and I know you can see it. And I know you can see it. Little bitch. So I would be before Adam. Little fucker. I cannot stress it enough. Scene 2, Athens, a room in Quince's house. My dude, I know what I know. You will not win this battle with me. I promise you, you will not like it. Do whatever the fuck you think you're gonna do. Put that image in my head. I promise you, you will not like what happens. I do not care who you are. Enter Quince, flute, snout, and starveling. Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet? He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported. If he came not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it? It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he. No? He hath simple the best wit of any handcraft man in Athens. Yeah, and the best person too, and he is every very paramour for a sweet voice. You must say, Paragon, a paramour is God, bless us. A thing of naught. Enter snug. Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more merry. If our sports had gone forward, we had all been made men. Moving forward here, I promise you this is not that.
Oh, you're not a man.
Oh, sweet bully bottom.
Okay, bro.
Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day. And the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it 6 pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Shut up.
Enter Bottom. But where are thee, lads? Where are these hearts? Bottom. Oh, most courageous day. Oh, most happy hour. Masters! I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out. Let us hear, sweet Bottom. Not a word of me, and all that I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace, every man look o'er this part. For short and the long is our plays for purred. In any case let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do no doubt but to hear them say it is sweet comedy. No more words away, go away. Oh.
Okay.
Enemy flag returned.
Oh. Act 5, Midsummer-Nights Dream, Scene 1. Athens, an apartment in the palace of Theseus. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, and Philostrate, lords and attendants. 'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of. More strange than true, I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen with such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason over comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is, the madman, the lover, all is frantic.
Return.
Sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would not apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night imagining some fear, how easy the bush is supposed to bear. But all the story of the night, told ever in all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy. But whosoever strange and admirable. Here come the lovers full of joy and myrrh. Enter Lysander, Demetrius, Hermia, and Helena. Joy, gentle friends, joy, and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed. Come now, that masks the what dances shall we have, to wear away this long age of 3 hours between 4 after supper to bedtime? Where's our usual manager of myrrh? What reveals in our hand? Is there no play? To ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate. Here, mighty Theseus. Say what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music, how should we beguile? The lazy time, if not, was some delight. There is a brief, how many sports are ripe? Make choice of what your highness will see first. The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian, and up to the harp will none of that I have told my love, and glory of my kinsman Hercules, the right of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last to conquer, the thrice 3 muses mourning from the depths of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical myrrh, merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord? A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But my 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious, for in all the play there is not one word of point.
Flag returned.
One player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made my eyes water. But more merry tears, passion of loud laughter never shed. What are they that do play it? Hard-headed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with the same play against your nuptial. And we will hear it. No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain, to do you service. I will hear that play. For ever anything can be amiss, when simpleness and duty tender it. Go bring them in and take your places, ladies. I love not to see the wretchedness overcharged, the duty in the service perishing. Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing. He says they can do nothing in this kind. The kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. Our sports shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot be noble. Respect takes in it might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purpose to greet me with premeditated welcomes. Where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced assent in their fears, and in conclusion, dumply have broke off. I can see you reading ahead of me. You're in denial, stop. Not paying me a welcome. Cell tower, stop reading ahead of me with the stealth bomber. Over here we have that you've read ahead at this time of date. With some like crazy new technology that's gonna save everybody with the eyeballs. There he is. That's what they're doing. Star Rail, stop reading ahead of me.
Concentrate your flag.
Oh, look, he's panicking. He literally has letters attached to his body. It is literally like Terminator, where this dude can press his body and it's an R.
Perfect.
I want every goddamn base in this country out.
Every corner you turn is a guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that thing.
I can tell he's reading ahead of me.
I'm not gonna let
First
that
of all, I'm skipping, and when I
I'm not
fumble,
gonna
it's
let
when
that
he's
thing
reading ahead of
shoot.
me.
Get
Or she.
out.
And what they're doing is latching on to specific
out.
letters. Like F, the F. If there's an F in front of me, I'll latch onto the F ahead of time.
I guess he didn't understand me. Get the fuck
Shakespeare,
out.
this is a
We're
report.
not gonna finish that. You know what I mean? Every corner you
Go
turn
ahead,
is
little
some
bitch.
stupid
If you're so
motherfucker.
smart, figure it out.
I figured it out.
I love not to see wretchedness or charge and duty in the service perishing. Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing. He says that he can do nothing in this kind. The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purpose to greet me with premeditated welcomes.
Nah, dude. It's
So is the premeditated murder supposed to purr on them? To greet me with a purr meditated? Pertinent facts, huh? To greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced assent in their fears, and in conclusion dumply have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of the silence I picked a welcome, and in the modesty of fearful duty, I can't believe that that you're that stupid, and that you did the thing that you were not supposed to do. I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious elegance, love therefore and tongue-tied simplicity, and least speak most to my capacity. I promise you in the end of this I will kill all of you. Re-enter Fallistrate. So please your grace, the prologue is addressed. Let him approach. Enter Quince for the prologue. If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we came not to offend. You are not. They are. But with good will, to show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight. We are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know. This fellow doth not stand upon points. He hath read the prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord, is not enough to speak, but to speak true. Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in a government. His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next? Enter Pyramus and Thisbe, Wall, Moonshine, and Lion, as in dumb show. Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. Oh, they're definitely slandering you if that's not the case.
I'm not really trying to hear it
This man is Pyramus, you adobe my ass.
at all.
Okay, buddy.
At all.
This man is Pyramus. If you would know this beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough casts doth present. Wall that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content. To whisper at which let no man wonder, this man with lawn-thorn dog and bush of thorn. Present this moonshine, for it you will know. By moonshine did those lovers, think so scorn, to meet at Nina's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did she fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe mantle slain. Whereat with blade and bloody blameful blade he bravely brooched his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe tearing in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, Moonshine, Wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain. I wonder if the Lion be to speak. No wonder, my lord, one lion may when may asses do. In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers' Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show. I'm not interested. Stop showing me the future. Unlike you, I don't care. It's one thing to like to protect yourself and make sure like the end of everything, but it's another thing to sit there and like troll someone with it. No. I'm not interested, Star Rail. As you leap forward here, I promise you.
No scope.
Trying to give me a choice. No thanks, I don't want to know. I don't care. It's a crime as far as I'm concerned. That die in that same wall, the truth is so, amidst this cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper. Would you desire lime and hair to speak better? It is the wittiest partition that ever I discourse, my lord. Pyramus draws near the wall, silence. Re-enter Pyramus. O grim-looked night, O a night with hue so black, O a night which ever art when day is not, O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy kink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee, O Felicity. But what can I see? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed by the stones for thus deceiving me. The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again. No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it with fall pat, as I told you. Yonder she comes. Re-enter Thisbe. Dude, you're a... O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans. For parting my fair Pyramus and me, my cherry lips have often kissed my stones. Thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee. I see a voice now, will I to the chink, to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe, my love, thou art my love, I think. Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace. And like Lemender, I am trusty still. And I like Helen, till the fates me kill. Not Shapheless, to Procurus was so true, as Shapheless to Procurus I to you. Oi, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall. This I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all. Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway? Tide's life, tide's death, I come without delay, I cannot wait. Wall, thus have I, wall, my part discharged, so, and being done, thus wall away doth go. Now is the mural done between the two neighbours. No remedy, my lord, when walls are so wilful to hear without warning. This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard. The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them. It must be your imagination then, and not theirs. If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass of excellent men. Here come two noble beasts, and a man and a lion. Re-enter lion and moonshine.
No, because it's not yours. Estate sale. It's really not yours. I'm the cake pan. Fucker. 2 strikes, you're out. 2 strikes and you're out, bro. You're done. I'm a random stranger and I can see what you're doing. Oh, that's right, because you started approaching me, motherfucker. That's what serial killers do.
You ladies, you. Whose gentle hearts do you fear? The smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor. May now perchance both quake and tremble here.
Motherfucker.
When lion rough and wild
Yo!
just roar. Then know that I once sung the joiner am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion loin come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life. Lawyer, a very gentle beast, and of good conscience, the very best at beast, my lord, that e'er I saw. This lion is a very fox for his valor true, and a goose for his discretion. Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose. His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to the discretion, and let us listen to the moon. This lanthorn doth the horn moon present. He should have worn the horns on his head. He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference. This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man I, the moon do seem to be. This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn, how it is else the moon I the moon.
Hill incoming.
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff. I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change?
Enemy team
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the way, but yet in courtesy at all seasons, we must stay tonight. Proceed, moon. All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon, this thorn blush, my thorn blush, and this dog, my dog. Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe. Re-enter Thisbe. This is old Minnie's tune. Where is my love? Oh, well roared, lion. Well run, Thisbe. Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace. Well moused, lion. And then come Pyramus, and so the lion vanished. Re-enter Pyramus. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by the gracious golden glittering streams I trust to taste the truth's Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite. But mark, poor knight, what dreadful does
Dude, I'm
here?
not gonna deal with this
Eyes do you see?
talking little
How
bitch
can
who
it be?
talks
O
over-
dainty duck,
My dude,
oh
I'm the
dear.
owner of it.
Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood. Approach, ye fairies fell. Oi, fates, come, come. Cut thread and thrum. Quell, crush, conclude and quell. This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Go ahead.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
ahead.
Oi, what for nature didst thou lion's frame?
No.
Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is no. Which was the
I
fairest
mean what
dame
I
that
said,
lived,
dude.
that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer.
Fucker.
Come, tears confound, out sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus. I that left pap, where hearts doth hop, thus die I thus.
You're gonna feel me on this. You fucked up.
Now am I dead,
Promise you, I'm not-
now am I fled. My soul is in the sky, tongue lose thy light, moon take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
team took
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one. Less than an ace man, for he is dead, he is nothing. With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass. How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover. She will find him by starlight. Here she comes and her passion ends the play.
Because you're a bitch.
Re-enter Thisbe. Methinks she should not use a long one for much of Pyramus. I hope she will be brief. A mote will turn the balance which Pyramus which Thisbe is the latter. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us. She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes. And thus she moans,
You fucked up.
that
I
illicit,
promise.
Hill control.
asleep, my love. What dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise, speak, speak, quite dumb. Dead, dead,
Enemy
a
team
tomb.
scored.
Must cover thy sweet eyes.
Incoming.
These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone.
Took the hill.
Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oi, sister three, come, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore. Since you have sure with shears his thread of silk, tongue not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead. Aye, and Wall too. No, I assure you.
Fucker.
The wall is down that parted their feathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue or to hear a burgomask dance between two of your company? No, epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there need not to be blame. Mary, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so to us, truly, and very notable discharged. But come, your burgomask, let your epilogue alone.
I can feel the eyes, dude. I can feel the fucking eyes.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
Little
I fear we
boy.
shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have outwatched.
Enemy team took
This
the
palpable
hill.
gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends to bed, a fortnight hold this solemnity, in 90 revels and new jollity. I think what he's saying here, either you can come forward and accept the fact that you have been caught and pay the money, or I will kill you.
Enemy team took the hill.
I'm not dealing with this bullshit where you lie. Try to word your way around it. I'm not arguing about it. They missed the point here. They missed the point. Scene 2, enter Puck. Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary tasks foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe. In remembrance of a shroud, now 'tis the same of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite. In the church way past to glide, and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun. Following darkness like a dream, now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door. Enter Oberon and Titania with their train. Through the house skip glimmering lights. By the dead and drowsy fire, I'm going to consider it an act of treason, officer. Every elf and a fairy sprite on Earth. On Earth, Flash. Hop as light as birds from briar, and this ditty after me. Sing and dance it trippingly. First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a marbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place. Now until the break of day, through the house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be, and the blasts of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hair, lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be with this field due consecrate. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless. Through this palace with sweet peace every shall in safety rest, and the owner of it blessed trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of clay. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and that I'm as honest puck, if we have unearned luck. Now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call, so good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. End of Midnight Summer's Dream. No. If the argument is this, it's not an argument.
I did Romeo and Juliet.
On that red light there, and that white light that you're
I'm not acknowledging.
reading ahead of me on. Because it's the speed of light
Hey, do you work for NASA? No, okay. Why do you keep doing this,
that you're reading ahead with,
fucker?
that you're under arrest for. I promise you don't comply with me, I will shoot you, big boy. Oh yeah.
And that's from the
I wasn't into that one from the beginning.
that's from the bot, motherfucker.
You know what I mean? That's not really. We went away from that, so.
From the bot. That's crazy.
Like I said, dude, a couple parts. It's always fun. It's me and him having a conversation. We're just hanging out, and he's going with the flow. I would sit here on these paintings and let him go off the paintings, but it's like I can only do that for so long. You know what I mean? I tried to go off. We were doing Romeo and Juliet, and I tried to go off and make a new one, but I don't have the free trial, and I'm not gonna pay for another one. So, not right now, anyway. Until further notice, I want to make more, but it's like I don't want to saturate it. I'm settled right now. It's hard to do something different, you know. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm not. You do miss military technology. You pretty much fucked yourself. I'm not arguing about it either. Every little move you make, dude, is being recorded. He is literally giving you the title of the painting. He is literally explaining it in full fucking detail. Furthermore, like I said, what you're doing is reading ahead of me with that arc, and it's latching onto specific letters. You fucker. You have been caught in every way. Army, I will go through every base. If you have any secret bases, I promise you I will find them, motherfucker. I promise you. I'm not putting up with this. At all. I mean, in English, in full detail, you are not getting... This isn't some, like, conspiracy theory where you're going to, like, dupe God with the Ark. You understand me? It will kill you. As you endanger everybody. It's real, bitch. Quit using that goddamn dart, whatever the fuck it is. Stealth bomber. You're doing more than training eyeballs. So, I'm not arguing. You have been approached. I promise you I will do something about it. Excuse me for like throwing names out. But I mean, I'm drunk, so here we are.